Today's Thursday, and tomorrow a great big storm's coming in. And they've been trying to get out of the nest. They've been standing on the top. They even fly a little bit now. But she keeps putting them back in, so she must know. Because normally at this age, she takes them down into the orange trees, which I believe I showed you yesterday. Got a few orange trees here, and she'll take them into the orange trees and keep an eye on them. But now she's keeping them in the nest. But they're still there. There they are, the two of them. They're big. They've been sitting on the top there. They've been watching me in my kitchen window. Sorry for the shake, but I'm really zoomed in. There they are, pooping all over my window screen. Of course, they want to keep their home clean. So I just noticed that like 4 of my feeders that were full this morning are not full. So I'm going to go fill them in a minute. They're trying to check out hers to see if she's got. I'm going to put a lot of hummingbird feeders out tonight under the eaves because they don't like feeding in the rain. See, look at this. Isn't that cute? Next time I'm going to take the screen off my kitchen window like I did last year. Not that screen. The one that's on the other side on that wall. And I'll take the videos and pictures right out. But I didn't want to do that now because I might spook them and they might take off. See, there's Mom. She's watching her babies. But I'm going to go in the house in a second and go grab some more hummingbird food. Because you've got to imagine, she feeds them all day. So if she's got 2 babies, there's got to be hundreds of babies here. So it's not just her looking for food, they're all of them. Let me see if I can swing around real quick. I'll show you some of my hummingbird feeders. See how far away I am? I'm really far. That's why it shakes when I zoom in. Because I don't have my tripod, but we've got a garden down there. And we've got flowers and stuff planted, so they've been feeding on the flowers. Let me see if I can back up without tripping. I'm on my deck. See, they've already emptied out that feeder. And this was all full this morning. They've emptied that one. I think there's a teeny bit in that one. That one's empty. Yeah, let me see if I can swing around. This is my garden on my deck. This is just my herb garden. So I can just pick some stuff. It's my peas. But anyways, we're not talking about peas and gardening right now. Now what I'm going to do is make sure under here all those feeders will be full for tomorrow because it's going to pour and they still need to eat. And believe it or not, they do not like the feeders to get wet. If water gets in there, they can taste it and they won't drink it. Probably because it slightly dilutes it. So I'm going to make sure all the feeders under the eaves and I can put some more out front. But I'm going to go fill these up right now because they're angry. And as you could hear, they were buzzing around my head, trying to let me know that they're out. Let's see real quick the babies one more time. See, I have to put cardboard there because I work on my computer there and the sun just beats on that window. You've got that window and then you've got another window. So there's 2 windows. It's kind of like a breakfast nook in the kitchen. So I can sit there and watch those babies all day. And then that window is my kitchen sink window. And there is another window there. So I can sit and watch them. But like I said, I can't really do any videos through the screen. And once I take the screen off, I can set up the tripod, but I have to keep the window closed because she will come in the house and buzz around the house. And one day I was working on the computer and I thought, gosh, she is so loud because I have another computer set up in the other room. And my husband walks in and Gary says, you know she's in the house. I didn't know. She was sitting in the kitchen. I guess her feeder was empty and she was trying to get me to come outside and change it. But there they are. Like I said, normally they would have already been in the orange trees. But she is keeping them in. When they come out, she coaches them back in the nest. She doesn't want them out yet. So hopefully they won't come out of there until Sunday. Because this massive storm is coming in. It's supposed to be the biggest of the season. They're saying 3 to 4 inches now. I mean, they would be okay probably sitting in the orange tree. But she's going to try to keep them there. And hopefully Sunday they'll take off. And then I can clean my window off once they're gone. And she'll fix up the nest. She'll come back and she'll scream at me anytime I open the window and touch the feeder. She doesn't mind me in the window watching her. She watches me, but she doesn't want me near the feeder. But I will change the feeder once they're gone, scrub it out and fill it up. But that's her. Amazing that she hung around all year. See, she got a little bit of red on the throat too. She hung around all year and she watched that nest all year from last year. Last year, I believe it was June, she was done with the babies, but she watched it. She kept an eye on it. And then, gosh, I think it was October. She started hanging around more. In November, she started cleaning it up and fixing it up. And she laid her eggs. First clutch. Isn't that something? They're so cute I could watch them all day. Which I guess I do, because while I'm working in the kitchen, they're watching me and I'm watching them. See, they're turned away, but when I'm working in the kitchen, they can see me, so they'll turn around and they'll watch me. But yeah, see, now they're not coming out, but all day today they've been kind of flying and hovering around the top there, the holder. See, that's what I was saying. I was watching the hummingbirds feed in the rain. I didn't like it, so one day I decided to, well, there was a hole in my screen anyway, so I thought, you know what, heck with it. Took the screen off and I cut this slit, and it will flip up and down. I actually put some Velcro on the bottom. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of weathering off now. But I can lift it up and that will swing in. So yes, my window does not close. There's like a gap. But I can swing it in and do the feeder. But now when she has babies, I don't swing it in. I actually lift the flap and I hang out the window. And I'm not going to fall. I'm very careful. It's a drop. It's like a 2-story drop. Because there the house is 2 stories. But yeah, I'll hang out the window and just grab it. And pull it in, wash it up. You lift the flap. Hang it back. It's really easy because like I said, that's just my sink. So you're only talking the length of a sink. You know, the front of the sink. Okay, they're not gonna, I thought maybe they'd come out while I was videotaping, but no. They're not interested in coming out of the nest now. They've been doing their practicing and flying all day today. I guess it's about, 4 o'clock, so they know it'll be dark soon. They're just waiting for Mom to feed them. That's the update. And I'm being buzzed around my head. You probably can't hear it. But I've got like 50 hummingbirds buzzing around my head. Whoops! Because they want their feeders all full. And they're not happy when there's one full. Because there's so many feeding now. But that's all right. Amazing. I've expanded the population of hummingbirds without a doubt. Because if each hummingbird around here raises 6 babies, figuring 3 more females, and I've been doing this for the past few years, you could just imagine how many hummingbirds we've got now. I've never seen so many hummingbirds. In fact, one of my neighbors across the hill, she feeds hummingbirds way down on the other side. And she told me, I met her at the 99-cent store one day, she said, I don't know where all the hummingbirds came from. But there's so many now. I'm going, yeah, huh? I wonder, the more food they have, the more success they've got. All right, well, I'm gonna get in the house and go get that. These feeders all full. I've already made the food. Oh, by the way, it's very simple, in case anybody's interested. I use an 8-cup glass pitcher, and I boil up some water. I pour 2 cups of sugar in it, white sugar, never use brown. Just put it in the 8-cup pitcher, then pour some boiling water on top, stir it up just a little bit. You probably only need 1 or 2 cups. Keep stirring until it goes clear, and then top it up with water. Now, if you don't have that many, then you can store it in the fridge, but I don't need to store mine in the fridge. When I make it, it is gone. And yes, I go through a lot of money on sugar. God bless my husband, he's never said a word. And then Ralph's put their sugar on sale one day. I had never seen it. For $1 a bag. Can you imagine $1 a bag? 4 pounds of sugar. So I went in there and I bought 100 bags of sugar. It'll last me for a while. I want to know if I do a lot of baking. I do, but if I use that much sugar, I'd be a real diabetic by now. So that was the cheapest I've ever seen white sugar for. I don't put any dye in it. They don't need it. It's not even good for them. You don't want to use red dye. The red dye food coloring is just for people. They like the looks, but you don't need it. I don't put it in. So that's it. Okay, I better get in. Say goodbye to them for today. They're already dozing and waiting for Mom to feed them. I better go get all the feeders full. Have a good evening.